The Hammerli Forge H1 5-inch steel frame 22 1911. Hammerli as in Walther as in Umarex. Coming up next, you'll see my absolute first shots through the gun. We'll do full magazine +1, the ever important what's for dinner with a 22 pistol, as well as a mini spinner, some practical accuracy, and give you my concluding thoughts. All coming up next on All right, see what I've got myself into. 20-ish yards away from that 12-inch steel that has been really defeating me lately. Now that the berms are wet from all the rains, I can't see where my misses are, and it just turns into either people assuming the gun sucks or that I can't shoot. Either way, if you can't think past that, bye. We've got 10 rounds, my first shots through the gun. I picked up some CCI mini mags because those are known good. Pretty much everything runs with it. But I still have this old Remington golden bullet, Bucko bullets, from when Remington was still Remington, before the bankruptcy, the Rem Arms and the Remington Ammo rebrand new companies. So I also have a mag filled with it. I'd love to see a gun run on that stuff. It unfortunately doesn't run in many guns, but with the mini mags, let's see how we can do at 20-ish yards. Trigger on this in dry fire felt kind of heavy. I'm feeling that grip safety wasn't fully depressed. Recoil, as one would expect, is minimal. Very, very pleasant to shoot. And fun that it was making me shoot faster than I should have. And that's when I'd miss, I'd slow down and then hit something again. Have fun, speed up, and miss again. The golden bullets is gonna run. I know this is kind of a what's for dinner-ish thing, but I just really would love to have a gun that could eat this stuff because I have a whole bucket of it. Sights are good. Lots of daylight on either side of the front post to make it easy to see where you are on the target. Let that smoke clear. Got sun in my eyes, so the smoke is extra bright. Well, isn't that fun? We've got a semi-auto pistol that can run on old Remington bucket of bullet stuff and run pretty well. I did notice a couple times, and of course I've shot multiple 1911s, feeling the slide drag on my thumb a little bit, so that's something that we're gonna have to be careful of to make sure we don't interfere with the functioning. But the fact that it's run on the golden bullets means what's for dinner should be good as well. Before we get to that though, these are 12-round single stack mags. Well, single stack-ish, of course, with the rim cartridge, it's got to allow a little bit of staggering. Got to do full mag +1, see how the gun runs fully stuffed. Taking a chance and doing full mag +1 with those golden bullets, which will give us a total of 13 rounds of capacity, which ain't bad for a thin 1911. I'm leaving the target up there. I'm going to try to go a little bit faster. The smoke's probably going to stop me, but this is shaping up to be pretty fun. And it ran fully stuffed with old dirty ammo. I'm happy. I'm impressed so far. Let's see what it eats. Dinner with 22s is always an iffy one, especially because not all these companies even label the bullet weights. We've got unknowns to unknowns and a lot of 40 grains. I forwent the 20 grains this time, but Remington 22 Viper, Remington 22 Yellow Jacket, the CCI Mini Mag standard copper, the CCI Mini Mag segmented hollow point, Federal Game Shock, Aguila Screaming Child, also known as Super Extra, the Aguila Interceptor, another Super Extra that is a different load because it's copper washed, and two unknown loads from SK that have that nice waxy coating on it. If you want to pick some of these up yourself for your own use, check the pinned comment. I will link to them where I can find them. 7 yards back from some 2-inch circles to serve as a general point of aim, but also let us see if there's any wild point of impact shifts. Looking to see, will it feed? Will it cycle? Will it lock open on empty? Because 22 is so finicky, I'm doing 5 rounds instead of my usual 3, because the chances of getting 1 in 3, you know how 22 reliability is. We're going to start off with the Remington 22 Viper on circle 1. What's going on there? Safety. Slide wasn't fully in battery. That could be indicative. Let's see what's going on here. Couldn't get the safety out of it. Got slide lock. That stuff felt punchier than both the mini mag and the bucket o' bullets stuff that I had before. I gotta tell you, as I load this mag, that these mags are not fun. Neither the 2 that came with it or the 3rd one that I ordered online, just in case GBGuns decided it wanted to steal my mags again. Next is the Remington Yellow Jacket hollow point. Went in the battery that time. Oh, that's really soft. Yeah. Do not want to chamber that next one. These feel a little hotter. A little snappier, actually. So that soft one was probably a bad round, which is why I opted for doing shots of 5 instead of 3, just because 22 is 22, and quite frankly, a lot of this stuff is pretty old. I don't review a lot of 22s, and so this ammo has sat for years. Now on to the CCI Mini Mag, standard, not full metal jacket, but round nose with the copper plating for circle 3. That stuff feels good. That feels like proper 22 and ran without issues. CCI Mini Mag segmented hollow point for circle 4. Circle 4, yes. I think I just shot circle 4 on accident. Let me check that real quick. I did not. It's just the sunlight poking through from the holes in the cardboard. All right, here we go. Make sure it's still in frame. No issues there. Getting used to the trigger. Needs a little more force than I was at first expecting. But it's not as rough feeling as it felt in dry fire on the tabletop, so maybe it's breaking in. Now I've got the Federal Game Shock for circle 5. Easy shooting. Circle 6, the Aguila Super Extra 40 grain lead bullet. It sure feels weird sending that slide home. Doesn't feel like a proper gun. It's too easy. What's going on here? Did not recock. Wonder if it's too soft. Didn't chamber. Oh, it did chamber. We just had a failure to fire there. Strip that out. Give it one more try. Might have been a failure to extract. I didn't see. and the round's still stuck in there. I'm gonna have to get a rod off camera and give that a fix. I hope we didn't. Extractor's still there. There we go. Bad case. Again, why we needed 5 rounds per load. Shot very nicely. Agula Interceptor 40 grain. I think, is this the stuff that says hypervelocity on it? One of them has hypervelocity labeled. Circle 7. Whoa, that's spicy. Man, that ammo has some haul to it and a nice smell. I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but it smells nice. Now back to super extra, but the copper plated. Circle 8. Very soft shooting, very easy shooting. 2 more loads to go. The SK stuff that have the waxed bullets on them, kind of appreciate it because I think it somewhat protects you from the lead. One of the things that I've never liked about shooting 22 is all of the unnecessary lead exposure, and it tends to be smoky. And for whatever reason, as you guys have probably seen in this video, I'm somehow always downwind of it and don't care for breathing too much of that. Both of these loads from SK are unlabeled as to what grain weight they are, but it tends to be, ouch, nice stuff. Damn, these mags are not fun to load. The little slider helper button is really thin, and so you can't really get behind it or on top of it to push. You have to kind of mash down on it. All right, so from the black and gray box, it's just described as semi-auto rifle. So it should be spicier. 9. Nope, it's soft. Really soft. Got a stovepipe there. Round is probably borderline too soft for the gun, which I find interesting. No, we got slide lock. Maybe it was just a bad round, as happens with 22. Now the SK 22 long rifle match load for circle 10. Felt very nice, very easy shooting. So far, without doing anything crazy, looks like we've got function. I kind of want to do something wild though, just 1 second. Because all of that ran so well, I'm going to be a little bit silly. I've got 2 extreme loads that I didn't put in just because I've pretty much not seen anything run reliably on them. The camera, I'll show these to you. We have a 20 grainer, super short, and a 60 grainer that is a short casing with a whole lot of lead. 60 grainer, of course, is subsonic. 20 grainer is basically a cap gun. I'm going to throw these at the right circle square in case they do function. 20 grainer fed. Nope, I can tell from the hammer that's not going to be an option for us. So we'll get that out of there and give the 60 grainers an attempt. Wow, no issues with the 60 grainers. That's pretty impressive. The 20 grainers, I think, are just for like taking out a mouse in your garage or something. All right, let's head over to a special spinner for 22s. This little guy out here is one of those 22 fun targets that you're supposed to hit the 4 pendulums. They're supposed to lock up, and then you hit the top one to knock them all loose again. As you probably know, 22 targets, just like 22 ammo, isn't always guaranteed to work. So I've given myself 8 rounds of that mini mag, but my thought is, just like the regular spinner for the 9mm and bigger or 380 and bigger test, is the intent here is a small target at distance and trying to land a good shot. See if I can pull it off. I guess we're seeing it, and I guess this thing is broken, but not that difficult. That went better than expected. I'm getting used to this trigger. It's not as challenging as first thought, or maybe it's just that the gun that I shot previously had a really crunchy trigger, but very doable. Full-size 1911 ergonomics, so if you can hold a 1911, you can hold this, and the weight, not just to make it a more realistic feel, but also to help steady the shot. So though they are basic 3 white dot sights, no trouble. I say that, but next up, of course, is practical accuracy. 7 yards from a 1-inch square. I've got myself 5 rounds of those mini mags. Aim at the left circle square. It's a 1-inch target, tends to be about the same width of a front sight post at this distance. While I was suffering through loading this mag, I went and looked at the target, and yes, those 60 grams were definitely tumbling. And best group was with the yellow jacket, surprisingly. Second best was with the mini mag regular round nose. These are hollow points. Let's see how we do. What's going on here? Got some shakes. Not my best. Maybe I should have gone for that Viper load. As you guys can see, that was a better group. But the point was for me to wrap up my thoughts on the gun. After shots on the Forge H1, am I happy with it? Yes, quite. For 200 bucks, I got myself something that handles like a 1911, uses 1911 manual of arms, almost 1911 weight, and eats just about any 22 load I can find. The sights are fine. They're not my favorite, but they work. Gun was plenty reliable as long as it had the right ammunition. Everything felt pretty good. That slide wobble that we felt in the tabletop ain't great. Pelted with spall from the neighboring bay. But it really proved to not matter. We did have one failure to extract, but that could have been the case. It's 22, it's really hard to tell. Back to the Umarex question, does it feel like an Umarex gun? Yes and no. Parts of it do, but the steel frame really adds to it. And heck, it's even railed if you wanted to pull the YouTuber trick and put a giant light on there to just eliminate all recoil whatsoever. Maybe it could use a little bit of more weight, but nice piece to be able to have. As far as holster compatibility, that rail is going to somewhat limit it, but it should otherwise fit in 5-inch 1911 holsters. And yeah, neat piece for 200 bucks that can shoot 22. I mean, it's kind of hard to not like. The lack of traction on the mainspring housing and front strap is, of course, always a place that I normally pick on 1911s. But it's a 22, so it really doesn't matter. And not machining there helped keep the cost down. And that's part of the fun, is the value that I found in this thing. So I think we got a good one here. It's not perfect, but for the price, I can't complain either. Thanks for watching.